Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Thursday, January 15th. I am Michael Taylor, glad to be here on this day. Are you guys having allergies and that kind of stuff with the Santa Anas? I'm gonna not lie to you, you're gonna hear a couple sniffs from me today. It's getting to me. It's been a few days of this and starting to have that little kind of thing going on, so I apologize ahead of time. Right now, let's talk about what we got on the show today. We're gonna have a nice long conversation with the folks from GRF. We're gonna be welcoming Jeannie Costello and John Casal in, getting to know John Castal. He's a new member of the board there, and so we're going to have a little time with him, and then we're going to talk about some updates of things going on, some new decisions they've been making, some revenue stuff that they've been doing for rentals and things like that. So lots of stuff to talk about with them, so stay tuned for that. And speaking of GRF, we got one more thing to tell you about in our Stay Informed segment. They are going to be holding some monthly town halls. So GRF Board of Directors invites residents to attend its first monthly town hall on Wednesday, January 21st at 1 p.m. at Clubhouse 1 in the main lodge. So this is a time where you come there. It's an informal meeting. There's no agenda. They just kind of meet. Sometimes they'll talk about a topic or a subject of some sort, but really it's an opportunity for you to get to know them a little bit, ask some questions of them in a forum that is less structured, no time limits and things like that. So it's a great opportunity to meet them and tell them what's going on in the community, what you may like, dislike, or want to see change. All right, let's take a look at our weather forecast. Speaking of we want things that want to change, let's get these Santa Anas out here. Today's really the last kind of big day of the Santa Ana feel in the air, and the dryness and the high pressure. Then we're going to have a slow creep of the marine layer kind of coming back. It really hits on Sunday and Monday when the Santa Anas are kind of all gone, and we have the return of the marine layer and the coastal influence. Get a little more humidity in the air, a few more clouds, as you can see right there. Temperatures today 77 degrees. Then we get all the way down to 72 on Monday. Let's take a look at our sunrise, sunset, and hey, who doesn't want to go to Disney World? Look at that out there in Florida. Beautiful picture here of the squirrels on some sort of, I don't know, some sort of facade in front of one of the castles, I suppose. Thank you, Hope Bullock, for sending us this one. Could use a little bit of a wider shot next time to identify what's going on here, but that's a really cute shot there. Sunrise this morning, 6:55. Sunset tonight, 5:05 p.m. If you'd like to send us a picture of one of your vacation trips, places you've been, or right here in the community, we'd love to see pets as well. Send us those pictures. Email us, lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we'll use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Hey, if you like meetings, we've got plenty for you to choose from today. Go ahead and pick your very favorite one and head out there. Otherwise, when we come back, we'll be talking to folks from GRF. Stay with us.
Beyond better hearing with artificial intelligence. At Advanced Ear Care, we've taken regular hearing care to a new level with artificial intelligence performance. This provides smarter, clearer balance of sound. Artificial intelligence identifies background noises and reduces them so you can hear the soft-spoken speech clearly. Don't be afraid of this technology. It works automatically. Put them on and hear better all day in all situations. Hear the conversations clearly with family, friends, and caregivers. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Adapt to it, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to it has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to it sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
Golden Rain Foundation is in charge of making sure our community is running well, and two of the people who are helping make that happen is Jeannie Costello and John Kelsall. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
So John, you're new to the board. We're going to spend, Jeannie, I swear we're going to be talking to you soon.
You've heard all about me.
We've heard all about you, but John, we're going to be talking to you a little bit about, want to kind of get to know you for folks who aren't quite familiar with you and your history. Why don't you tell us a little bit about when you kind of moved here and some of the things about your life?
Well, I started out as a child.
There we go. That's a good start.
That's okay. I'm getting myself out of order here.
That's okay. Well, you moved here in 2012,
2012,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Moved here from L.A.
Yeah. What attracted you to Laguna Woods Village in the first place? What made you say,
My
hey, this is
wife's
the place?
mother and father were here for almost 20 years. So we knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
And when the time came, I didn't have any choice.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
Happy wife, happy life.
What color do you want the wall, blue or blue?
Whatever color you say.
You didn't get that much.
And so you had a long career in a lot of different businesses, a lot of different things, right? You're the co-founder of the Jonas Project. Tell me a little about that. That's really interesting.
The Jonas Project is in honor of my son. He was a lieutenant commander, Navy SEAL, SEAL Team 6. Have you seen the movie Captain Phillips?
I have.
Jonas was the actual commander on that mission.
Wow.
If you want to know what really happened, I can tell you because he brought us pictures and videos of what happened, but Hollywood had no clue. And he, being the prankster that he is, he had more fun hiding stuff. Anyway, I don't want to go into that.
Okay.
But, obviously, I'm very proud of him.
Obviously.
And then President and CEO of Greater Lakewood Chamber of Commerce.
That's where I retired from.
Okay.
Yes, that was almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of experience, a lot of things. We worked in real estate. You have a holding company, those kinds of things. How did that prepare you for being able to come in here and be on the GRF board and kind of work your way into helping this community?
That's a good question. What's the answer?
I'm waiting for it.
Well, it gave me a diverse exposure to the business world. It's like here, I'm still tussling. I'm used to the corporate world. Stock certificates. We don't have stock certificates here. You're just a member. Your stock certificate is your house. So anyway, it was kind of a diverse background. Bounced around a little bit, but had a lot of fun doing a lot of different things and meeting a lot of different wonderful people doing, like this lady, doing wonderful things and coming here to make Laguna Woods Village a wonderful place to retire.
Now, in the business world, and I've worked in both nonprofit and for-profit companies. On the business side, and the for-profits, when there's a decision made, usually there's a rapid kind of movement towards getting these things done and that kind of stuff. Whereas nonprofits or boards, it can be a more of a slog and more of a kind of community input consensus kind of feel.
I'm going to disagree with you.
You're going to disagree?
I
Please
would.
do.
Yeah, because it's the issue.
Right. Okay.
You know, what time does the issue require? What information? Where can you get it from? How far do you have to reach to get it to be able to come together to make an intelligent and viable decision? So actually, the nonprofits probably dig into it a little bit more than for-profits, because for-profits basically say, is it profitable? The nonprofits say, does it match our mission? Anyway, it's a different mindset, but yet it's the same. What's the real difference between a for-profit and a nonprofit? The nonprofit doesn't pay taxes. That's about the difference that there is. You still have to operate in a business environment. You still have to operate in fulfilling the mission for whatever it is that you're serving. And I had a lot of nonprofit. This is just a few. But I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed the diversity. I enjoyed the different mindset. And I enjoyed the subject matter. I mean, the Lakewood Regional Medical Center, I was on the board of directors of that for several years.
Yeah.
You know, here you learn about medicine. You learn about how hospitals operate. One of the fun ones I had is the last one. I was a special consultant to the U.S. Secretary of Education for the 1976 Ed Amendments. We wrote the regulations. So that was especially since the legislator wrote the legislation at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So it wasn't very well written. So I'll tell you a funny story.
You don't want to have a lot of typos in an educational amendment.
That wasn't the issue. Intent. And when you're writing regulations, you're always going for intent.
Right.
So anyway, we were working on the college work-study regulations. We couldn't get it figured out. It was all over the place. So the regs were, the legislation was lousy. So we had a break. And I was a special consultant, so I didn't work for the Department of Education. I was from the outside. I was the problem child. Anyway, I said, I'm going to go over and see Bob Endringa. He's the guy that merged the House and Senate bills together. Mm-hmm. So I went and saw him. Bob was wonderful. He gave me the intent, and it was very clear and concise. I came back feeling very proud because I had gotten the real story. I came back to the meeting, and I said, I got the answer. I went over and saw Bob Endringa. You did what? It's got to go up to our lawyers, and then over to their lawyers, and then that's 2 weeks. I did it in 2 hours. They put a full congressional investigation on me because they wanted to get rid of me as a problem child. But I had more fun when the investigators came in. We had a lot of fun.
Some workarounds there.
And you wonder why things take so long.
We wonder why things take so long.
Right, exactly.
So bringing it back to the GRF folks,
Yeah.
when you bring this world of experience to the table when
Yes.
you come on and serve on a board, how does it affect your mindset going forward? Like, here's how you hope things to be running, and then you understand how the consensus and the kind of group working together has to work as well.
Yeah, that's part of I'm still on the learning curve. Mm-hmm. I very much have a whole lot to learn, but my philosophy, and I know the philosophy of my colleagues, is whenever you're trying to decide on something, there's one driving principle that you work under. What's best for Laguna Woods Village? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Period. Not what's best for you, what's best for your career. Mm-hmm. No, what's best for Laguna Woods Village must be the primary reason, because that's the only avenue that's going to take you to the true, correct answer.
Right, right. Now, Jeannie, let's bring you into this. Sometimes what's best for Laguna Woods Village isn't always clear and has a number of opinions about what people think would be best in terms of let's spend less for this or let's spend more for this long term and those kinds of things. And a lot of it comes down to affordability and quality of something and how the service is going to serve the community, right?
That's exactly right. You bring 10 different people in, you'll have 10 different opinions. Mm-hmm. Because they're looking at it, and we all do. We as much as we try not to, we're all looking at it through our own focus, right? Mm-hmm. and how it affects us. As John said, the greater challenge is what is best for the greater good, mm-hmm. and we always try. At least I always try to take that into consideration. Mm-hmm. And again, it's the 80-20 rule. Mm-hmm. You're never going to please everyone.
Right.
If you can if you can better the lives of 80% of the population, there will always be the 20%. But it's what is best for the greater good. Mm-hmm. What's hard is when you're sitting in front of, and John will experience this, he's on the CAC committee and the Community Activities Committee, and of which we're talking about everything today, I didn't realize. And when you're talking about amenities and you're talking about shared space, this is why people moved here. So these things that we're approving or recommending or disallowing affect people personally, and I think you'll see a lot of emotion come when we start talking about things that are truly affecting people's lives on an everyday basis, mm-hmm. like fee structures,
yes.
and things like that,
yeah.
right? Because this is why they moved here, and this can be a potentially hot button. But again, sitting in front of a group of people and knowing that you have to make the right decision for the community as a whole, when your friend is sitting out there in the audience, it takes some gravitas to do that, and the slings and arrows, as they say.
But the beauty of it, we have 11 people on the board. Mm-hmm. They're incredible people, just like Jeannie. And we try to have a group think, so we're bringing all this expertise and knowledge and caring mm-hmm. to the table, as you said, to try to do what's best for the Laguna Woods residents. And if there's a resident that comes in and you've got everybody else is doing fine, you got this one person that comes in and has a complaint, well, you have to listen to it. You have to consider it. And then you have to go back to what's best for Laguna Woods Village. But it's a team that comes up with the answer, and I'm very grateful that it's a wonderful, wonderful team of board members with great caring, great expertise, great knowledge, and just great people.
Exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of talking to the public and getting input from them, you guys are going to have a town hall coming up.
First
right?
We are.
Yeah, the first one. You guys have never held one before. I've never even heard an announcement about your town halls
Apparently, GRF
before.
has never had one before.
So what are you hoping for? Have you been to other town halls, like from United and those guys? You know,
Yeah.
so you know what kind to expect a little bit?
Well,
are you going to have a
yes.
topic, or are you just going to open it wide up?
Both.
All of the above. So when I was on the United board, and I would go to, well, before I was on the United board, I would go to these town halls, and no disrespect, but they were just 2 hours of complaints. I mean, people would come, and that was where they felt that they could, as well they should. But it got to be where we have to change the dynamic here. And so we sat down and we said, well, why don't we have a topic every town hall,
Right.
which is something that they had not done before. So we did, and we started giving the information, pushing the information out, and it started getting a lot of traction. And so I believe they're still doing that now.
Yes.
So when we came over, when I came over to GRF, you know, the big thing here right now is the Ting rollout, right? I mean, this is coming to a manor near you,
Yes.
right? And so it's going to affect all 12,300 of our manors. So it's a huge issue. And I know Paul and I know Jose have been doing their best to get the message out. We're just trying to support that.
Right.
And meanwhile, giving our residents, our members, an opportunity to come, ask their questions, get their concerns, you know, addressed. So again, we are just trying to build a bridge in our community by doing these town halls. And the topic for this particular town hall is Ting. But I can't imagine it's going to take the entire time. So bring your questions for other things, you know, after the Ting conversation, and we'll try and get answers for you as well.
And one of the things that we try to do is we all first seek to be understood. First seek to understand.
Right.
Then seek to be understood. And lots of people will try to skip over and jump to a final answer without consideration.
Right, without understanding all of the nuances of whatever that process is going to be. Right. Well, it's going to be on January 21st. People can get out there and enjoy that. Let's talk about something fun. The tennis club scorekeeper's donation. You guys got a new, I guess that's how they keep the score, the polls there.
Yes. Yes.
I don't play tennis.
Neither do I. But apparently these things, they keep score on these. So, you know, the one thing that I do love about our community is the sense of engagement and the sense of ownership, that people really feel invested in their community and in their amenities.
Right.
And so for example, the tennis club came to us, and other clubs, this is just an example of other clubs doing the same thing, and saying we would like to have, in this case, more updated scorekeepers. Okay, brought us an example of what they wanted, you know, the approximate cost, and then they said our club has raised the funds to do this. It won't cost the community any money. Here we are investing in our community, using our money to invest for the greater good. Going back to that conversation, for something that benefits all of us. We graciously accepted their donation. And if I'm not mistaken, I spoke to the president of the tennis club last week, and she said they are on order. And when they get here, we will install them, and they'll be brand spanking new. So again, the archery club has done this, the pickleball club has done this.
Right.
They put lights on the pickleball courts. They raised the money themselves. Again, it's that sense of ownership, pride in your community, and it's wonderful to see. And like I said, we accept these donations very gladly and appreciatively.
Yeah. And John, how great is it that, you know, it kind of feels like a drop in the $960. That's not going to, anybody's assessment isn't going to go down for that. But when all of these clubs are doing those little donations, those things really add up. And like you guys said, an investment in the community, there's buy-in there.
Yes, and that's usually the first one of the major hurdles to get over is how are we going to fund it? When someone comes to us and says, hey, we'd like to do this, here's the money for it, that makes it a little bit easier in the decision process.
I have not only a problem, but my solution is yours as well.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. You know, I always, when I was working, I was always, don't just bring me a problem. Bring me what your solution is for it, and we'll walk through the whole thing together, or multiple solutions. What's plan B? What's plan C? So we really do appreciate people coming in and, like I said, taking the time to think through a problem and bringing us potential solutions. So
Absolutely.
This was one of those.
And let's talk about the new golf course logos. A refresh of the golf course logos.
Our golfers came to us, and because they have pride in their community, and they definitely have pride in the golf clubs and our facilities. They came to us and said, we would like a sports-specific logo. The beautiful sycamore leaf that is known as Laguna Woods corporate logo, we would like one that speaks a little bit more to golfers. So Tom McCrae had these two logos created, as you'll see, well, let me start with the original story. The original story is they had the gentleman's logo created, and I thought it was just me, but the minute it got in front of CAC, all the ladies were like, and so he immediately went back and created the beautiful ladies logo that you see as well. And these logos will be used on product going into the
hats and shirts
exactly.
and on the golf balls
exactly.
and that kind of stuff.
But just so you know, this is in addition to, not instead of, the original Sycamore logo.
Oh, okay.
So this is just, if you are a lady golfer or a gentleman golfer and you want one of these logos on a shirt, then you can buy that. If you love the original logo, you will still be able to get that.
Okay.
So those are the two logos that we have GRF approved last week. So there they are.
Coming soon to a pro shop near you.
To a polo near you.
The pro shop near you.
Because the ladies approved that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great looking logo. I'd approve that.
Yes. So,
Looking pretty good.
There you go.
Okay. So one of the things that GRF is trying to do, not only in trying to reduce areas to reduce costs, but also kind of try to raise revenues or at least make things equitable and fair and bring them up to fair market price. So I think that's kind of a reflection of the room rental fee update that happened recently.
You said it better than I
we'll skip to the next slide.
I think we're done here. No, every year or so, depending on the frequency that finance tells us to do, we review rates. In this particular case, it is for any of the private room rentals, the clubhouses, the large and small. We go through all of them, and in I forget when they changed over to the per square foot model. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Anyways, they changed to a per square foot so that it's an easier way to calculate. It's
right, for whatever the space may be.
Exactly. So it's based on the square footage of the space. So as you can see, prices or the increases were or the rates were increased 18.75% because they hadn't been reviewed in a couple of years. And as we all know, electricity, water, labor, everything goes up. So Steve Hormuth did a wonderful job of looking at all of this and creating recommendations as to what we should do here. So as you can see, we went from a 21 cents per 100 square feet to 25 cents per 100 square feet. And the PAC auditorium, the base rental went from $474 to $662. And just so you know, this doesn't even begin to cover the true costs of these events. Or of these spaces. Because
it's really a service that the community provides, but we need to offset something somewhere.
Right, it's shared cost and shared access. And so we're trying to keep, who really feels the impact of this and why we're very conscious of this are the social clubs.
Right, because they get the PAC for their performances and their events.
And they do 11, 12 events per year in our larger spaces, some of them, at Clubhouse 5, Clubhouse 2. So we really want to be mindful of the fact that ultimately it impacts their ability to offer things to their members, and to keep their membership rates low. So like I said, we do what we have to do. We're not here making money on any of this. In fact, like I said, we're not even covering costs. But what we're doing is offering them an opportunity to rent a space for a reasonable amount of a reasonable sum, and that also applies to private parties that our residents, our members want to have as well. They are getting the benefit of these rates as well. So it's a good deal. It's a really good deal. I mean, you can rent, I think we figured you could rent Clubhouse 5 for 6 hours for $160. I mean, it's insane.
I might rent that.
Exactly. I mean, do the math, 25 cents per 100 square
Just
feet.
have to move in, I think.
Yeah.
It's a party, make sure you invite us.
So like I said, this is just as part of a regular review of fee structures that we as the CAC review and make recommendations for or against to the GRF board, who ultimately makes the approvals.
Oh, there
Well,
you go.
and everything we do actually is driven by their trust. And that basically says the residents come first. And like you said, shared cost. We can't pay 100% for everything.
Right.
But at the same time, we can share it. And by sharing, we're able to be more fiduciarily, if there's such a word.
You just made one up.
I just made one up. And you did that to me
Gonna
on
make,
TV.
It's gonna make the dictionary 2026. I guarantee it.
Hey, if 6'7" can be in the dictionary, fiduciarily can be. Come on.
We'll make it work.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to thank you guys both for being on the program. And folks, get out next week and see them on the 21st at the town hall.
Come and say hello.
Talk
Say
even,
hello and
talk
bring us
even
your ideas.
more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jeannie
us your
and John,
ideas.
thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back with a movie preview for this weekend.
The Laguna Woods History Center, the only purpose-built local history archive in Orange County, has been capturing the legacy of our community since 1977. As a nonprofit dedicated to preserving today for tomorrow, we collect, conserve, and share the history of Laguna Woods Village, the city of Laguna Woods, and the surrounding Orange County region. Step into the past and connect with the present at your community archive. Whether you're curious about local milestones, searching for historical documents, or exploring treasured artifacts, the History Center is your gateway to the stories that shape Laguna Woods. The Laguna Woods History Center is a separate building adjacent to the Village Library. We are open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or by appointment. Visit us and find your place in history.
Folks, the Friday movie's Hugo, and that's going to be it for this edition of This Day. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for watching Village Television, and hope you make this day a great one.